that has happened against the Armenian and the Greek and Cypriot peoples.
The next speaker is Ms. Blasova, 1 minute.
Nous sommes réunis aujourd'hui pour...
We're here today to demand the release of the 23 Armenian hostages held by Baku, who are undergoing a deeply unfair trial. I'm the author of this initiative, and I'd like to thank my co-authors. The trial underway bears close comparison with the Stalinist trials, and the hostages are being deprived of fair treatment, and their only crime being Armenian. But I'd like to speak to Kaya Kallas, regretting that once again she's not here to listen to us. Madam High Representative, I'd like to thank you for sending material to Armenia via the European Peace Facility, and I'd also like to welcome the extension of the mandate of the European Union mission in Armenia. It's doing an excellent job, and I would encourage you to see the work it's doing on the ground yourself. Madam High Representative, I was recently in Armenia, and I hope that you will go there soon. You'll see a country that wants peace, that dreams of Europe, that is faced with a neighbour, Azerbaijan, which continues to threaten it and is one of Russia's greatest allies. I hope you'll resist the call of those who call for an equidistant approach to Yerevan and Baku. And I hope that you will bear in mind that Azerbaijan is carrying out a policy of hostile interference towards France. And that can't remain unresponded to.
Next speaker, author Marina Mejour.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, President. 2 years ago, we saw a crime against humanity take place against deafening silence. In Nagorno-Karabakh, tried to discuss with the Aliyev regime. These people's identity goes back millennia, and faced with a tragedy, Europe was not able to act with Baku. Today, we must act to demand the liberation of detainees held by Azerbaijan. They're being held and tortured, and their only crime is having defended their people and their land and their rights. If we do nothing, it means we're sending out a clear message to Aliyev that he can continue what he's doing against Armenia with impunity. So silence is no longer an option. We have to send out a clear signal. Armenia does not stand alone. We stand united by their sides to ensure respect for their sovereignty, territorial integrity, and their right to live in peace and security without fear from new aggression from their Azerbaijani neighbours.
The next speaker is Mr. Mathieu Vallée, for 1 minute.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you very much, President. Once again, we are deploring, condemning the hostile activities of Azerbaijan in Nagorno-Karabakh. Now, we have had several requests, but there was ethnic cleansing there, but there's been silence around this. What about the hostile approach from Azerbaijan towards France, which is a member state of the European Union? There's a spreading of disinformation in New Caledonia. And what about our police, our firemen in New Caledonia? And they wanted to defend this European territory. Therefore, it's important to defend the strategic autonomy of this territory in the Indo-Pacific. This is key for fisheries, science, energy in the European Union across the world. Thank you. Thank you very much. The next speaker goes to Ms. Vieira for 1 minute.
Dear Chair, dear colleagues, Azerbaijan is facing a deep human rights crisis. The government installed severe restrictions on freedom of expression, assembly and association, and weaponized the legal system against critical voices. Armenian detainees are one of the groups most severely affected by the government's policies. Ill treatment is widespread, and fair trials have become an illusion. I am glad that this Parliament is consistently and strongly addressing the situation, but sadly, we seem to be the only EU institution doing so. We cannot allow continuing business as usual with Azerbaijan, sacrificing our values because of economic and energy interests. This is not only hypocritical, but it generates dependencies, making us vulnerable for blackmail. Have we not learned any lesson from our dependencies with Russia in the past? It is time we prioritize human rights above cheap oil and gas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next speaker, also Thomas Frolich.
Die Armenier sind ein stolzes Volk, das ein
Armenia is a proud people. It's been attacked by Azerbaijan. It's been abandoned by the European Union, but also by